Manny Pacquiao. We haven't seen him in over a year. We're switching gears here a little bit. What do you think his next move is? Because he's been off for like a year. Also, I got to point this out too. Like there was that whole weird thing with Paradigm, right? Where he came out and said he wasn't part of Paradigm. Paradigm said they signed him. Then he came out later and said like, "Hey, I'm not with Paradigm." And then like I think like a month ago, he's like, "Yeah, I'm with Paradigm again." Like I don't know what happened there, but yeah, what do you think's next for Manny?
Uh, he really just has to capitalize on whatever the biggest opportunities in front of him.
Yeah.
Um, that's really all it is. And the biggest opportunity in front of him he's sitting in a cage right now. And that guy that's sitting in the cage right now, the octagon I'm talking about, which is Conor, is signed to Paradigm. So from where I stand, I could see exactly how they did it. I could see how that guy who runs Paradigm did it. Hey, we could do this for you, could do this for you, and plus we could get you the biggest fight, and the most amount of money you could get is with this guy, but you got to sign a deal with us, because he left his old management. I remember
That's right.
he left those guys, and and yeah, we have the same we had the same accountant, while the same financial companies did Nick's finances that we hired, but a couple of years ago also does Pacquiao's finances. So he left those guys too. So it seems to me like he cleaned house, and once he cleaned house, he brought in all these new people, and I think Paradigm is one of those new people he bring in with the incentive that he's gonna fight Conor. So
Yeah.
so we'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Do you think Connor's at the top of the list? Because you've got also, Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, Ryan Garcia, Danny Garcia. Like there's a lot of other names, but I'm with you. I think Connor's got to be, because just how popular Connor is, and the fact that Connor's got one boxing fight.
In order of which one serves Manny the best, it'd be fighting Conor, because you can knock that guy out, you could stop him and make so much more money. Errol Spence is a dangerous fight for that man. But from a boxing standpoint, that's probably the biggest fight you can make for him, other than fighting Ryan Garcia. Mikey's not a big fight at all. Mikey is a big name in fighting, but it's not a huge fight. Nobody's sitting around waiting for that. But if he fights Earl, that's a huge boxing fight. If Ryan Garcia too is a huge fight. I mean, it's gonna be like taking candy from a baby, but it's a huge fight for him. So I don't see that happening. He's too young. So yeah, man, I think Conor is the best bet he has, but I feel like Conor won't be able to take that fight without the UFC because he's still under contract. So I don't know how that's going to work.
It's going to get very interesting this year with what happens with Conor. Like I said, whether it's boxing or MMA here, like you said, he's under contract. So we'll see.